If you would like to see how a married couple budgets almost $150,000 yearly salary, please make sure to stick around and watch this entire video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I go into some of the new things I've added to this, some of the upgrades I've done, I just want to start off. If you recall from the last video, I actually got a bonus at my job, and the bonus came out to around $1,800, right? And that was the money I was going to be using for buying gifts and all that because Christmas just passed by, okay? But let's just see how much money was left over, okay? So let's go ahead and count this. Whatever money is left over here, this is going to go straight to our savings, okay? So we have a couple hundred, so let's count it out together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's it. We have 1,200. So it looks like we only ended up spending $600 for Christmas. So these $1,200 is going to go straight into the savings. So this $1,200, I'm just going to put it to the side in this envelope, and then we're going to go into this. Now, I just want to mention a few of the new upgrades I've done for this video. The first one being the most obvious is the big calendar that you see here in the back. This calendar is actually for 2020. So this is the one I'm going to be using for this new year, just to write down. For example, here I've already rolled down when I'm going to get paid for the month of January from a job, and which is going to be the 10th and the 24th. Okay. The other thing that I've done is I've upgraded the envelopes. If you recall, I just literally wrote down the name of each of these envelopes here. For example, rent, I just wrote it down manually. So my wife came up with the idea, just get new envelopes and print them out. That way we can just glue it and makes it a little bit more professional. Okay, so that's the second thing I ended up updating. Now the third one, which is pretty cool, I bought myself a new college rule notebook, and I went ahead and printed December out here and glued it on on the first page. And then I also ended up creating this, and I also ended up creating this Excel file that you see right here. I went ahead and printed it out. This is something that I use on Excel because it makes it much easier for me to track exactly where the money is going based on these categories, or bills, I should say. Okay, but for today's purpose, I decided to print it out and just print out a blank one just so you all can see. Maybe if you would like to see that Excel file, which is pretty neat, I can show it at another time. Okay, but the way I set it up is it's actually backwards. The total amount is here. Okay, so let me just show you on this column right here. So we have income. We have income between paycheck and one, which is 3,900, which was the first video or 2 videos ago. I can't remember. And then today's check actually has this check that I got today is the biggest check I've ever gotten at my job, which is $3,675. I think it's $3,675. I'll double check when we count it, but this should be the amount. And this is only with 80 hours of work. Now you might be asking yourself, how is it possible, right? But the reason I got such a big check was because I did PTO cash out. So I cashed out 80 extra hours. So that's why paycheck number 3 was so high this month. Okay, so just in case you're wondering. So after we fill out all these columns here on the paycheck 1 and 2, 3 and 4, it gives us the total, and this is after taxes. Okay, so it gives us the total for the month of how much we're getting for that month when it comes to our checks. Okay, the reason I said I did this backwards was because we have the totals of all the bills here on this side. Okay, so let me walk you through in case you're new. So for rent, we pay $1,600. For groceries, $300, restaurants, $300, car gas around $400, cell phone $130, internet $40, Spotify I put 0 because it was only $15. It's not a big, it's not a big bill, and it just comes automatically from my bank. Student loans $200, car insurance $170, gym $50, parents, did I do this right? Parents $300. We still help out our parents. In the beginning, we were trying to help them out with $500, but we've already talked to them and they decided to just $300 is enough. Vacation $200 and fund money $900. So after all these totals on the Excel file, what it does, it automatically adds it right here. Okay, and then that's basically it. But I'll get into the rest later on. Okay, so let me just fill this out really quick just to make sure we're all up to date. So this is from the video and the past video. So for this one, we had 800, then we had 200 for groceries, 200 for restaurants, car gas, we had 200. Sorry, my writing's a little sloppy. Cell phone, we had 100. Internet was 40. Spotify again was 0. Student loans was 200. Car insurance, I took out 100, which I'm gonna have to take out 70 for this check. Gym was 50. Parents 300. Vacation 200. Fund money 900. Okay, now the total of all this is equal to, if I'm not mistaken, 3,290. Okay, with that being said, on the Excel file, what it does automatically, and again, I can show you all at a later time, it automatically subtracts the income minus the total, which goes, that will be total for the savings for the month. And based on that, this month was $610. Okay, so with that being said, now let's go on to paycheck number 3. Paycheck number 3, we are going to be taking out 400 for rent, groceries only 100, restaurants only 100, car gas 200, internet only, oh sorry, did I skip one? Cell phone, sorry, cell phone I'm only going to take out 30, internet 0, Spotify 0, student loan 0, car insurance 70, gym, the rest of it 0. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. So like I mentioned, these are the, based on the check that we got, this is the amount that we're going to be taking out and put it in our envelopes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with that. My apologies, my camera ended up dying, but let's go ahead and let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to do, now that I've explained this, hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, I apologize. Maybe I can explain it better in more detail in another video, but if it does, let's keep moving forward. So as I mentioned, this is our paycheck, and to be honest, this was a total paycheck before taxes. It was $5,994 before taxes, but after taxes, if I'm not mistaken, it's at $36.75. All right, so let me check it out. I'm just gonna count to make sure that it is good. So let's go ahead and count it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That's 35. So how many fives do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So that's 35 of the fives. Let me just, 35 times 5 plus 35. Yes, so it is 36.75, as you can see right there. With that being said, it was mentioned in a previous video for me just to separate the denominations. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Let me put this a little bit here. I'll put it here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the envelopes. Before I start, stacking them in here, if you can first make sure to like and subscribe, that will mean the world to me. But anyways, let's count. So if you recall from last time, this is for rent. We should have 1,800 in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, only 8. Okay. Since we have 8 here, based on our calculation, we're going to be putting, let me put this right here. We're going to be putting 400 here. Okay, so let me get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me do that. Stack it away. Let me put this right here. The next one is the groceries. Groceries, looks like we still have $100 in here. And for today, we're going to be putting another crisp $100 bill. So that's that. Put it face down. Restaurant, I think we spent everything. Yeah, we did. So for restaurants, we're going to be putting another 100. We have been eating out here and there, so that's why we've been using it. Okay, so that's that. Now car gas, let me just make sure how much money we have in here, because we are going to be putting another 200. So we have 100 in there. Let me see. So we're going to be putting another 100. 100, 200. All right, good to go. Now the cell phone, how much money do we have in here? 20, 40. Looks like I'm gonna be putting $30 in here. We've already paid one of the bills, so that's my bill is up next. So I need to put 6 of these. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And there we go. Put it in here. So that's going to be for me to pay mine. Internet, we already did that. Let me see, there's money in here. Let me see, it looks like we have 40. So I need to actually deposit that in my bank, so that way it can be taken out automatically. Spotify, again, I don't have anything because it is also taken out automatically. Student loans as well. I've already paid it. That's why there's nothing in there, and I don't have to put anything in there. Car insurance, there's nothing in here. I have to put $70 here. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So $70 is going to go in here. Okay, so that's that. Gym, let me see. I haven't paid it yet, so there is $45 in here. So I need to deposit this in the bank because that's also taken out automatically. So that has to be paid. That's why the money's still in there. Parents, nothing goes in here because we've already took that out. The last check. Vacation, nothing goes in here because it has already been taken out. Fund money, this is the fund money for the month. And we haven't spent any of it. So let's see how much we have. So let me face them up. I don't like having them like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's weird. There's $1,000, 1,020. It should have been only 900. So there's an extra $120 in here. Oh well, it's fun money. Let's enjoy it. It's so weird. I don't know why there's an extra 120 in here. Very weird. I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. But there's an extra 120 in that. It's all good. So anyways, based on here, right, everything else stays the same. So if I added the total here correctly, this is going to be a total of 900 essentially that was spent for this check, and we should have a total of $2,775 left. If I'm correct, which I will be counting right now, this is going to go straight to the savings. Okay, so let me put this right here. Let me count it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, right? So we should have 75 here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. All right, so it looks like we are correct. So we do have an extra 2,775, which will be going to the savings. And as I mentioned earlier, let me put this together. This is from the bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. This will be going together as well. So this is going to be going straight to the bank the next few days. And I think that's that. So again, we are totally new to budgeting. So hopefully this has been a help for you all. If it has, make sure to subscribe. This is a new journey that we're doing, myself and my wife. And hopefully it works out. So far, it's been keeping us on track, making sure that we don't spend too much money. And the other cool thing I do want to mention is myself and my wife, we are doing a challenge where we save the $1, $5, and $10 bills. I'll probably be adding that to the next video that I'm dropping. I'm trying to be more consistent with the videos, but that's that. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you subscribe. Make sure to hit that like button, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace. Have a good one.